If you are thinking of moving to the Phoenix area and you're like trying to figure out what is where, the first thing you probably noticed is that Phoenix is ginormous, right? And really, we are a city made up of suburbs. So, yes, we do have a core part of the greater Phoenix area, but to be honest with you, the majority of the people that are moving here from other states are moving out to the burbs. And which burb am I talking about today? I'm going to be talking about Queen Creek, Arizona. If you haven't been watching my videos over the last month or two, I've been doing a whole video series on the Southeast Valley. The Southeast Valley is known as the technology hub, kind of Silicon Desert, if you haven't heard that term. And so with that technology and the higher paying income in this part of the greater Phoenix area, you're seeing housing completely different. And the livability, the quality of life in the Southeast Valley is above all those you find anywhere else in the greater Phoenix area. And Queen Creek, in my opinion, is at the top of that list. I am going to break down not only the entire Queen Creek area for you, I'm also going to show you an amazing new community that I have to say blows me away. Let's start with, first of all, where we're talking in the greater Phoenix area. If you've been watching my videos, you know that I give you the honest to God truth. No filter, girl, right here. Let me tell you, I'm not going to tell you everything's all rosy and amazing in Arizona. There's pros and cons for every single area. So I'm going to talk about, again, the pros and cons in this particular area, but I think it's important that you understand, again, how we live in the suburbs here. We do not call Phoenix like the center of our city, like Houston or Chicago or any of the large metropolitan areas. You rarely go down to downtown Phoenix unless you're catching a Diamondback game. As far as Scottsdale, I know everybody thinks our whole world revolves around Scottsdale. And although it's amazing to fun and visit, like when you have friends in town, when you live here, you don't go to Scottsdale. You just don't, because everything that Scottsdale has to offer can be found somewhere else. So why would you want to put yourself up in the middle of the traffic and the craziness and the stuffiness and, okay, maybe to see some nice cars. But here's the thing. People that really live here are looking for everything that Scottsdale has to offer, more affordable, and maybe, again, not as like touristy. Like, who likes all those massive crowds? And this is, I've already covered Gilbert in my past video. If you didn't catch that, definitely check this out. But Queen Creek is just, and I mean just outside of Gilbert. Queen Creek actually has one of the highest income medians in the entire Phoenix Valley. The luxury real estate in Queen Creek is unsurpassed. The value that you get in Queen Creek, in my opinion, is honestly the biggest bang for your buck. You also get more space, you get freshness, newness, and let me tell you, lots more green in the town of Queen Creek. Now, Queen Creek is riddled with some traffic challenges. But this part of the Queen Creek area that I'm going to be talking about today, and I'm going to show you a map in here in a second, does not have those traffic problems. It's like the best of the best. Let's take a look at the map. So here's the entire greater Phoenix area. Oh my goodness, it's Friday afternoon and there's some serious traffic. And here's the area that I am talking about. It's called Queen Creek. Now, you know, it's kind of a really funny shape. And the thing is it does have close proximity to the 202 freeway, and we have a new 24. Now, the traffic problems that we are experiencing in the town of Queen Creek are predominantly from this 24 going south to get people to Santan Valley. That's where you're going to have the majority of the traffic issues, and also coming this way, okay? And that's because the employment corridor that services Queen Creek and Santan Valley is all here in the Southeast Valley. Today, I should probably change some of these colors to make it a little bit easier to see. Today, I want to talk about this right here in Queen Creek. So you are 10 minutes from Gilbert. This way, you're literally 5 minutes from Gilbert, but to get to all the shopping and dining and entertainment and activities, if you're to get to downtown Queen Creek right over here, that is going to be blowing up. Oh, wait, I'm getting way ahead of myself. I'm going to cover that later in the video because I want to show you what you're here for, and that is these amazing new homes that we found. Oh my God. Let me tell you, there's new construction everywhere. But this is one area that I really want to show off to you. Okay, let's just jump right into it. I have Jessie Lee Reed with me. She is my top buyer's agent. We love working together. You just got to give us a call, and you get two for the price of one. Let's check out. This is Legato West with Pulte, and let's see the first model. There's two different models in two different series. We have the Cactus and the Canyon series. This is Pulte Homes. Take it away, Jessie Lee.
Hey guys, Jessie Lee Reed here. We are at Legato West in Queen Creek. This is a fantastic brand new build community, and we can't wait to show you a couple of the model homes they have.
Yeah.
Let's get started. All right, so the first one we're going to go into is called the Avellino. And this is one of my favorite floor plans because guess what? It has an all-gen suite is what they call it. We are at Pulte. Did you hear that?
Wow.
All right. We'll start here in the main house and then work our way over. Alrighty, so we are Avellino. This has 4 bedrooms, 3 full baths, 2-car garage, and it's just over 2,400 square feet.
Nice.
That's beautiful.
Oh.
Forget we're not supposed to be looking at all the beautiful details, but Pulte is one of my favorite builders. Let's check out the main house and then we'll head back over to the all-gen suite.
Wow, talk about just jumping right into what a beautiful home.
I love all the windows.
Yeah.
Natural light throughout, and it shines into the kitchen here.
I like these color cabinets.
I do too. You know, I'm seeing
Wow.
different shades of brown coming back, which I really like, and I like this light color. And of course the gold hardware.
I like this wall that they've created with the appliances and the refrigerator over there, and then the cabinets kind of frame it.
Yeah, I think so too, and you get more storage that way too when they do it. And then you've got a nice little pantry here, walk in.
Okay, I'm gonna get in.
I know.
I'm just kidding.
Get in and see. Tell me if it's an actual walk-in.
Yes, well, I walked in.
There you go. Right.
Whoops.
Okay, so that's one thing to point out. It's a little awkward right here. Okay.
Let's show them that. Hold on.
Yeah. Remember, we gotta show all the things. Oh.
Yeah, that was awkward.
Okay, so if
Yeah.
someone's trying to get in the pantry and someone's here doing something that's a little
Okay.
tight right there.
Okay, good, good.
All right.
Yeah, I really like, again, this wall though, and then you have the window right there that just brings in a lot of natural light. Yeah, you can make that, as you can see, they have their coffee maker here, so yeah, that's just beautiful.
Yep,
Yeah.
lots of extra counter space here. Ooh, I love this little space. It feels so great in here.
Yeah, I like it because it's a ginormous rectangle as opposed to the L shapes that we're seeing so much of. Yeah, this is a really nice open living space.
That's what I was going to say. This to me is the definition of a great room.
Yeah.
A great open space.
I love that we can also show them, so, you know, we don't use many fireplaces these days, but the electric fireplace gives off more of an ambiance thing. You can generate some heat, and this is a great, even if you don't get this in the home, this is something you could add after the fact.
Right,
Yeah.
right. I'm sure that puts off different colors. I don't know when you
Yeah.
don't have it on, but it does shoot out a little heat. This is a nice space too, because these are great big tables on either side of the TV, so just kind of shows you how big the space is.
It's killer light.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
And so is that one.
Yeah, this one is too. All right, let's go check out the primary.
Okay, let's do it. I was going to say we passed down a hallway, but we'll get back to it. Primary suite. I like this right off the bat because when you walk in the room, your bathroom is right here to the right.
That's a nice sized bathroom
Yeah,
too.
it sure is.
Wow. No tub, which they probably have an option if you build from the dirt phase. In fact, I don't think this community has specs yet. It's so new.
Yeah.
So you would be able to pick whether or not you wanted a bathtub and a shower or this gorgeous shower.
Upgraded
Let's see,
shower.
Jessie Lee,
I
how.
know. I already put my paper down so we can do our little.
Wow, this is really nice.
Oh, I love this. You can put your towels there, turn it on. And I like that there's a seat. A lot of buyers would have wanted a seat there in the shower just for.
And yeah, and because it's right there on that far end, when you walk it or when you're walking by, you don't see like bottles and everything kind of piled up there.
Good point. It's tucked back, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And the separated sinks, that's look fantastic. Both sinks have a lot of counter space too. Look
Yes, they sure do.
And that large window.
Again, nice window.
I'm all
Natural light.
I'm all about windows and natural light. And look at this.
Wow, hello. Way down there.
This is a long closet, but I like it.
Yeah, and you know what? You could put some stuff on this side here too.
Yeah.
Not to mention it's also high, so you could do stuff way up there.
Tall ceilings. Yep, and tall doors.
Sweet. It's an interesting wall.
I know. I like the color. I like green. I know we're not talking about that, but is it? I think it's that shit black. No.
Well, that's why I was all interesting wall.
Yeah.
It's like,
Kind of. What's the point?
I don't get it.
Yeah.
Okay, and you guys probably can't see it, but it's like a really bad job of shiplap.
Yeah.
It's like you can see the line here. It kind of fades here, then it shows up here. So when then
Yeah, I was just gonna say, point that out. Like.
okay, so somebody did a really bad job of the ship. Whoa! Behind me.
That would be funny.
That almost knocked
Okay,
me on
so
my butt.
look at this. Here.
Anyways, really, we're not supposed to be paying attention to that, but I noticed it. I was like, what am I looking at? Shiplap in disguise.
Accent wall. It's like they changed their mind or something.
It is like they changed their mind. So it's a really bad job. Needless to say, it's a nice sized bedroom. That is a king size bed.
Yes.
That is really,
That's what I was just gonna say. Back to the size of the room.
yeah.
King size bed. They just have little, nightstands, but you could do those big white nightstands and still
Put a
have
dresser
the-
here too, a dresser there. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, good size. Master suite.
Yes, I like it. Yep, right here off of the living space. Let's head back down this way to this hall that we passed.
This is kind of nice. There's like different wings in this home.
Yeah, kind of a split floor plan for sure. Almost
Nice size laundry room.
Yeah, that's gonna be your garage door.
Yep.
So walk through the garage, through the laundry room.
Hall bath.
Yep. Ooh.
Beautiful.
Oh yeah. I love the colors, the brown and green kind of theme that they
I'm
have.
so glad the Browns came back.
I am too. I am telling you what. Okay.
Oh, here's your room, Jessie
I
Lee.
know.
It's
I
golf.
was gonna say, look at the
Yep.
car.
Smaller room, but
Yeah.
it's not itty bitty. It's a decent sized room.
Oh, well, that's great. Focus, Jessie Lee. All right, let's check
Okay.
this real quick here. Oh, just some more storage. Mm-hmm. The
Good.
double doors.
And another bedroom.
Okay, so
Yeah. I feel like this one looks bigger. Just, I don't know, the furniture just goes to show you. But these are nice size rooms.
I think it is bigger, to be honest, because the space you have from the bed to the dresser in this room compared to the other room was much smaller,
Well, oh yeah.
isn't it?
She's right, guys.
All right, guys, should we check out the backyard and then the gen suite?
Okay.
Okay.
These are 10-foot ceilings. I love the top mounted lighting above the cabinets. Now, this is called trickery. Just gonna point this out, right? So builders, they purposely don't put the fence right here in between their models. So it makes the backyards feel bigger, just to let you know, it's trickery.
Yeah.
So there was a wall right there, yeah. And I believe these lots are about 7,000 square feet. We'll double check for y'all.
Yep.
Interesting that this builder none of their models have pools. And I believe the reason they did this is because they wanted to hurry up and get these models out. I'm not super loving the backyard, but that doesn't mean anything, right? It just means this is something you can do, but I would ask why. Like it's all desert, like you're not using the backyard. Nice cover over here though.
This is a nice sized patio for sure. Tall ceilings up here.
Yeah.
I feel like they're not always matching with the house. It just feels very grand out here in this patio.
I like that.
So
Very grand.
very grand. Alrighty, so separate door here, right? So you can shut yourself off from the main living space.
Let's go to the main living space
Okay.
of the secondary space. Yeah.
I'm like, which way? Which way? Okay. Look at this. This is a very nice space. Full kitchen, full-size refrigerator, dishwasher, cute little L-shaped sectional. Yeah, you've got a lot of space in this room.
And then there's kind of a setback for this TV here. That's nice.
Yep, and then again, this is your door out to the front patio. So they have their separate entrance.
Okay. Oh, look at that long, narrow door.
Oh, yeah.
Is that a
Oh,
pantry?
so small.
It's a baby door. That's a cute pantry.
But at least they have a pantry.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
small homes don't
Yeah.
have
This
it.
is really nice.
So. Oh, you know what else I like too that they do is putting the outlets up here.
Oh, yes. Let's show that to everyone.
I feel like that's aesthetically pleasing, I think. is
Yeah,
the word.
it keeps the
So you
cords off the table, of the counters. What I was going to say, also in this design, you could do one of those little freestanding islands.
Oh, totally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one that rolls
Yeah.
around.
Yeah, you have plenty of space here to do that.
Very cool. All right, so this is the name of the floor plan again?
It's called the Avellino.
Okay, Avellino.
Oh, walk-in shower. That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Seems to be highly desired lately with some buyers having a walk-in shower.
And this room looks very pequeño, that bed.
If you had leg day at the gym, it'd be like hard to get off.
Or like you said, mom-in-law, maybe she
Yeah.
has a hard time getting in it. Like, that's just
Yeah.
hilarious.
I guess they're just
How
showing
small
different-
this bed is.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's a small room. It's big enough for mom, or like you said, in-law, or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call it. The
Grown kids-
ensuite.
Grown kids are staying a little bit longer with mom and dad, and then they can have their own apartment.
Yeah. This home, compared to other next-gen type of full kitchen, to me is considerably higher quality than the other builder.
I agree. But you know what? One thing I do notice is there's no washer and dryer in here.
Oh, good point.
So they just have to use the main washer and dryer.
Good point.
Yeah. So
Interesting.
that's one thing that this
Okay.
So what do you think about that? I love this. And let me tell you, this is the first time I have seen a builder, in my opinion, crush Lennar. Lennar has next gen. Lennar next gen, the closest one to here would be Blossom Rock, which is going to be another 5 miles east, further away from everything you're about to learn about this area, about Queen Creek. And it also has higher property taxes and a CFD. And it's only $15,000 different price. So in the end, you're getting better quality here, nicer upgrades. And if you ask me, in 10 years, and this is what I tell people all the time, you got to plan your exit at the beginning. If you're buying any new construction home and you're buying it because it's new construction, in 10 years, when you go to sell, that seems to be the median average now, it's just going to be a 10-year-old home. Do you know how many Lennar next-gen homes are going to be on the market? I am talking massive. So this particular floor plan, being they call it an all-gen with Pulte, is going to be worlds apart. Pulte, Lennar, totally different. Totally different. All right, that's enough of me, slamming Lennar. Anyways, again, this is a great community. Let's take a look at the next home. This is like the big daddy of them all. If you have a growing family or a large family already and you need that extra space, I'm telling you, this one right here is going to fit your bill perfect. Let's take a look.
All right, let's check this one out. This is the ginormous house. How big is this one?
So excited. This is the Messina, 3578 square feet.
Nice.
5 bedrooms, 3.5 bathroom, and this one's got a 3-car garage.
This is what
wow.
everyone wants.
Oh wow. I'm surprised they're still doing this shiplap design. I feel like it's old.
It's been around a while.
Yeah, old. I say. All right, let's check out. Oh, a coat closet,
Ooh.
but under. You want to check it out? Let me turn the light on for you.
Oh my gosh! It's stuck.
Oh, okay, don't want your head. Oh, there you go. Okay, lots of storage in here.
Lots of
Or
storage.
you know what I've seen so cute is when families have little kids, they just do like little, I
Or
don't
like
know.
make it like their fort.
A little fort,
Yeah.
Or when they're naughty. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm out under the stairs.
Okay.
All right, let's check out this.
There's a lot to see here.
It feels so big. I feel like a peanut.
Wow. Oh my. This is gorgeous center island.
Gourmet kitchen. Yeah.
This is gorgeous granite too.
It sure is.
Sure is. Look at those Easter eggs. I don't know if I like those, but
I don't know either. But
it's not all about me, is it? This is gorgeous double ovens. Oh, look at the size of that oven too. It just
double
seems.
ovens. They almost look like leaves, like Canadian leaves or something.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Maple leaves. Yeah.
Yeah, maple leaves. Thank you.
Yeah.
Larger.
Lots of space between the center
That's what I was
island.
just saying. You know, I don't think we would have that problem we did.
Look at this farm sink. The only problem with when it's one big sink like this, if you want to fill it up to do stuff, it's a big sink to fill.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Down in the water.
And it's interesting. This is coming back, the shiny, polished.
Chrome or something.
Yeah, there you go.
So check out that. That's a walk-in pantry.
Very nice, very nice. And then it also is
I actually like how they added the extra
shelf on the
shelf
top.
up here. You know what's interesting about this one is the door swings in.
Oh yeah, the other. Oh, you know why? Because the other one was too. See ya. The other one was too small.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. But that's interesting.
But
You know
that
what?
helps, so if it swung out, it would actually be kind of awkward. So I like it.
Huh. The other one was too small for the door to swing in, so it swung out, but it was very uncomfortable.
Yeah, this
this
was a lot
one, this
closer.
is. Now I'm wondering what the other pantries are like. I don't know.
Right.
Do they swing in or out?
Right?
Look at the windows in this house. This is, I mean, I feel like the inside's outside, outside's inside. Yeah.
You got large door here, huge window, and then what's different on this one is you've got a separate dining space, so it's over to the side versus a part of that huge great room. So.
Yeah.
And this is a big table, so this shows you how much space is in this dining area. I mean, you have 8 chairs here.
Let's go out into that back patio.
Yeah, let's do it.
This looks like a really nice size.
We could get lost in this house.
Yeah. We get lost in the 6,000 square foot homes.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a really nice size covered patio. Protecting from all the elements, wind, rain, sun.
Yep.
Yeah, this is really nice. Look at the size of this backyard. I'm gonna tell you, it's probably the same size lot than the other ones. It's just that it's a 2-story, so it has a shorter length of a home, and so you get what feels like a very large size backyard.
Right.
This is nice. This is a combination between desert and also, play area. And then this right here, this is called view fencing, guys. And, communities have different looking view fencing. For those wondering, no, you cannot change it out. You can't make it more view. You can't make it less view, but you can plant whatever you want on this side of the fence to give yourself some more privacy. I know there's some people that like having the view fence because it makes your backyard feel larger, because it gives you kind of the feel that it's more open, but then you lose some of that privacy. And if we look right between here, that's where there will be a walkway. Yeah, it is a walkway. Yeah. I like the amount of plants and bushes they put around. So many people only put like one plant, and then they're like, why does my backyard look off? Because you have to do plants every couple of feet and different elevations: tall, skinny, short, fat, flowering, not flowering.
Right,
Yeah.
Variety of plants.
Right over here, maybe the master.
That's what I'm thinking.
Primary.
Primary, so this one's just off of the kitchen and the dining space.
So
Primary.
it's totally separate from all the other area of the home. Lots of privacy. Look at the size of this. This is such a beautiful size. I just feel like what do you got to be upset with? Every morning you get to wake up to this.
Yeah.
This is gorgeous.
Yeah. The bathroom opens up right here, and they don't put doors here. So if you wanted to add a door after you close, you could maybe put a barn door. I'm just thinking, so if someone's trying to sleep and someone's getting ready.
They have the
It's right
split
here.
barn doors now.
Oh.
They open up, so they're half the size,
Mhm.
and you could put one on this side, one on the side, and they, open up.
You know what I'm thinking of, like an old movie, like the
Yeah.
saloons where you
Yeah, we don't want that when they wake up first thing in the morning, but yeah, it does feel dark because there's no window. Yeah. But it's still beautiful.
Yeah, still a nice size for
Lots
sure.
of room here. You could put one of those things that you sit down here and get ready.
I was just
because
gonna say a bench or an ottoman, something like that.
yeah, big ottoman. Yeah. Let's check out this very private shower.
Oh, I was just gonna say, we're used to seeing a big old glass.
Right?
Okay, very private.
Okay. I feel like it's a time machine with this material on the wall.
Yeah, kind of like retro.
Very. I don't know.
I don't know. I feel a little claustrophobic.
I was just going to say it feels really claustrophobic.
Yeah. Here. Such a, not as much space, that's for sure. And maybe it's because it doesn't
I think
have
it's
the glass.
I was just going to say, if this was a glass, it would have a completely different feel. Like, not to mention the glass is only like this thick. And then look at how wide this is. So it takes up space. Oh.
Walk-in closet.
Mm-hmm.
Very spacious. Not as long. Definitely
No, long,
wider.
wide. Again, you could put something in the middle.
Yep.
And then maybe a rack higher.
Racks up there or shelving to put, some of
Mm-hmm.
the stuff you don't need to get to every day. Water closet.
Yeah. Storage.
Yeah. A linen closet. Leaving the primary.
You're gonna have to have a ladder to change any filters in this house.
Oh yeah.
Faux show.
Let's head down here.
Oh, we got more stuff down here. We
Yeah.
sure do.
Yeah, so you have powder room here. Now I believe this floor plan you can get 4 full bedrooms. There's a couple of options.
4 full bathrooms.
Bathrooms, yes.
Sorry.
Thank you.
This is nice too. A drop center.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, the
There's
drop
a garage
because
there.
this would be your garage. Come in, hang up your backpack, keep your shoes on.
I like that drop center.
Yeah.
This is a very nice sized laundry room.
Yeah, it is. Oh, I like how they changed it up a little. You don't have the built-in cabinets here, but you could get those.
Right.
Um,
This is how you could save money and still have a nice home. Right?
So you've got a full bedroom and a
nice.
full bathroom. Okay.
This is really nice.
Primary suite, and you have an extra bedroom and a full bathroom downstairs.
Wow, this is a really nice
This
floor
is
plan.
fantastic for guests. Right?
Yeah. Well, in mother-in-law, we're getting a lot of multi-gen people, but they don't want that multi-gen space. Here's something to consider. When you buy a home that has that separated living space, very much like the last one we saw, what happens when that person moves out?
Yeah.
You don't get to use that space. So there's a lot of extra square footage that's designated for that next gen room. This is nice because again, it makes for a nice in-law suite, but they still have access to the home if and when they don't live with you, or if it's a teen, etc. All you're really losing is this bedroom and the bathroom, right? Because
right.
you're not losing that family room space, etc.
Yeah, and that full
So-
kitchen that you wouldn't be using if you didn't have someone occupying that space.
Yeah,
This is a king size bed,
yeah, it sure is.
so that
This is a really nice sized room.
Yeah, for guest mother-in-law, what have you.
And again, the shower instead of the tub. It's really
I
nice.
feel like I'm seeing that a lot more lately.
Yeah, when it's on the here, just
Oh, hi.
hi. Okay.
Pretty fun.
What was I gonna say? Imagine that. Something I didn't want to come out of my mouth.
I'm surprised you don't have anything to say.
Oh, I was gonna say, you always think about the exit when you're also making that purchase. So again, it's really nice to have these next gen homes, but they're gonna be for a very specific buyer when you go to resale it.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So, okay.
All right.
Let's head upstairs.
We haven't seen white stairs in forever. Yes, this is gorgeous. Okay, here's another thing. A home like this, you're gonna have to have your windows professionally cleaned probably once a year, because you're not gonna get up there, and I promise you those are gonna get dirty.
Oh yeah.
In fact, you can't see it in my camera, but it looks like a bird already hit up there. So after time and rain and things like that.
Yeah, dust storms, what they
Mm-hmm.
definitely get dirty. And you've got quite a few windows up there.
Yeah. Now look at this
Oh,
though.
wow. Talk about a loft. Oh
Wow.
my gosh.
Wow.
This is enough room for shuffleboard and a full living room in this loft.
This is really nice space.
And
Wow.
lighting too. Look at that. Big old TV.
And look, it just, wow. Wow. This is a heck of a
Wow.
loft. Wow. I keep saying wow. Wow. And then we have a couple of bedrooms up here, more than a couple.
That window.
Oh my, look
Can
at
you
this
see
view,
the
you
view?
guys.
Just real quick.
That is Santan Mountain. And I know it doesn't look very big from the camera, but it's an amazing trail system up there that's 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes to the base there. And by the way, we're only 10 minutes away from Santan Village.
Yeah.
Off
yeah.
of the
That's what I
202
was
in
telling
Gilbert.
Cheryl driving over here. I really love the location of this
Yeah, me too.
community.
Ooh, nice size room.
Oh yeah.
This is a very nice size secondary bedroom.
Oh, yeah.
Loving
And
this
again,
floor plan.
and tall ceilings, tall doors. Another walk-in shower. Interesting. Just
don't
they don't
think-
need a bath.
I don't
People
think
take baths
anybody-
anymore.
I know. I was gonna say I wonder if there's any tubs here. Like I haven't seen a
know.
tub yet.
I don't think so because we've already seen 3 bathrooms.
Uh-huh. This is cute.
Yeah. Oh, this is cute. I like this big window here, a window there.
Yeah, that other room only had one window. This room has 2 windows.
Yeah, it's a good space. Put this big desk here.
And then on the other side of the loft,
What? There's another side?
mm-hmm, 2 more bedrooms.
Oh wow, yeah.
Wow. All of these
5.
bedrooms are, oh look at, this one has its own private, is that a Jack and Jill or a private?
So this has got to have 4.5 bathrooms. That's why I was telling you there's different options you can have with this
Right.
floor plan. Oh, this is a Jack and
It
Jill.
is a Jack and Jill. Okay.
Look how big this room is though.
This is amazing. Nice little walk-in closet.
Oh yeah.
And then the Jack and Jill bathroom. So basically it's 2 people to every 1 bath.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's the bathtub.
We found the bathtub.
Someone
This is
needs
for
to
the
brush
twins.
sunshine. Yeah, make time for sunshine. Okay.
Now look at those
Definitely do that in
cactus.
Arizona. This is adorable. Another walk-in closet.
Yeah, this is a fantastic floor plan for large and small families.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so like I said, there's 2 different series in this particular community. And there's a second builder, which I'll get to in just a moment. So this one, the Cactus series, is going to be the smaller single level homes. The lot sizes on here are going to be around 6,000 square feet. Here's the thing, guys. Every single home in this entire community has a lot premium. I'm just going to call it builder a la carte. I think we're seeing that already with the airlines, and now the builders are doing it. So this is where I call it trickery. When you look at the base prices on the Cactus series, they're going to be in the mid 500s to the high 500s. But then you add on the lot premium, and then you're going to be spending, honestly, if you're buying a spec home, they're going to spend 10 to 15% of that base price, just to kind of give you, in fact, I can give you some exact numbers. So the Cactus, let's see, the Bartlett, just to let you know, they have a base price of the Bartletta, sorry, at $577. So you're thinking, I can get into this home for just under $600. Yay, no. They have a spec home, same floor plan, at $660. So they're putting in about $90,000, which again, in that scenario, that's about 15% of the base price. Spec homes have the bare minimum, I would say the top 10 things, maybe more than 10, the top 10 things buyers are adding themselves. But like, for instance, they might do nicer upper cabinets, 42-inch, but maybe they won't do the second tier of cabinets that are up there. Or they don't do the undermount lighting or power. They don't do the higher grade countertop. They don't do the soft pull closes. Did I say that right? The soft close drawers. And so spec homes, although it's nice because you don't have to wait for the 8 to 9 months that it takes to build these homes, you can move in. Know that there's probably going to be some upgrades and options you might be adding afterwards. So again, it's not always what it seems. When you're building from the scratch, with this builder allows you to do that, you're going to have that buyer the lot premium that I mentioned, and then you're going to be spending probably closer to 20 to 25%. Just to let you know, so you can figure that budget. Now, on the cactus homes, those are going to be a little bit pricier. They're going to be a little bit larger lots. Those are going to be a little over 7,000, and it depends, to be honest with you. Some of the really, really big lots have lot premiums like $25,000. Even the ones that are back to the busy road, which, by the way, don't ever buy a home back into a busy road. I don't know how the builders talk to buyers into that. I'll bet you it's buyers that don't have representatives. By the way, don't ever go into a new construction without representation. We hope it's us. You just got to give us a call and we can get that all lined up for you. But again, the cactus series, they're going to be starting in the high sevens and I'm sorry, yeah, high sevens, mid to high sevens, but they're going to be finishing about 900. So again, if you ask me though, for this area of town, brand new construction, this square footage, the cost, I mean, a 3,500 square foot, brand new, 3-car garage, like all of these over the top upgrades and everything, and you're going to be at $900,000. Don't forget about the backyard though, but that's what you're going to get with the Pulte Homes. Now I mentioned there's a second builder in the same community, and here's one of the things too. This is, you got to plan your end at the beginning. You don't want to always you don't want to be the most expensive home in the community. It's nice to know that the other builder here in this Legato West is David Weekley. David Weekley is honestly not one of my favorite, my absolute favorite of builders. Like, their design are so thoughtful, and there's just, I know everybody's blown away by Toll Brothers, but I have to tell you, David Weekley, I think, blows Toll Brothers away. Needless to say, this community is going to be shared with David Weekley Homes, and their base price is $1 million. So buying even the nicest, biggest Pulte home, you're still not going to be at the top. And so that's, again, nice from a resale perspective. You want to always kind of be in the middle when you buy, or at the lower end, and then you have room to grow, if that makes sense. All right, you guys. I love Legato West, and I was so excited to show it to you. That's why I created this video, just to show that to you. Honestly, I really stand behind this builder and this location. Let's break down that location a little bit more. I want to talk about the area and what it has to offer, because I know everybody's so driven by the beautiful bling and the pretty house and the models and things like that. It's about the area. It's about everything else that adds to the quality of life. And this particular community, if you ask me, is hard to beat anywhere. Let's get two really important items out of the way. And that is, number one, the schools in this area, they're not just good, they're great. They are rated 7s, 8s, 9s, and lots of 10s. There is so much going on in this area, and that is just some of the highlighted schools. There's so many more that aren't on greatschools.org, but if you take a look at this map, it is mind-blowing how many top-rated schools are in this area. And if you're looking for specialty needs, whether you have an autistic child or maybe just an artistic child, or you want somebody that has a different kind of curriculum, maybe agriculture or more of a religious private school, there is so many options in this area. It is mind-blowing. Options, that's what life is about, right? And having them nearby. Also, from a safety perspective, this is one of the safest cities. It's a town, but it's one of the safest areas in the entire greater Phoenix area, even in the top of the country. When you look at the entire country, the median or the average score, the way they do this on bestplaces.net, 35 is the national average. This is below 30. This is an area where you could walk your dog late at night. Doesn't matter which way you're going or which street you're on. Queen Creek is such a safe environment. And I feel comfortable even as a woman late at night, walking and hiking, which we'll get to that later. All right. So we're going to talk about everything else that's in this area. And I've backed it up with, I have a bunch of videos to share with you. By the way, if you haven't been to my website, If you go to the map feature that I have there, you can click on Queen Creek or any of the neighboring cities. If you want to learn about this particular area, this is the fastest way you can get to a bunch of different videos on this area. My videos are done pro and con. It talks about more than just the home. It talks about really what that area has to offer. One of the things I mentioned to you, when you live here in Phoenix, everybody lives in their little bubble. I'm going to call it a 10-mile bubble. And so no matter how extreme of a situation is, whether you're looking for, again, special education, you're looking for a certain kind of healthcare needs, if you're talking about traveling, airport, train, car, Uber, if you want outdoor, if you want shopping, if you want everything you need in this area is within 10 miles. Like there's no reason you have to go anywhere else. Not only, I mean, there's Mesa Gateway Airport. It's not as big as Phoenix, which is nice because you don't have all the noise, but I'm telling you, have an airport. And there's smaller airports. Pegasus is an amazing luxury community. And so if you're a pilot, that is a nice area, and you can still build out there in Pegasus, by the way, just to let you know. All right, there's so much here. So we've already shown videos in the past about Gilbert. Gilbert is the new Scottsdale. So when I know you're like, wait, I thought we were talking about Queen Creek, but here's the thing, you guys, this particular community on one side of the street, it's kind of weird. Power Road is like the divider of it all, right? Power Road runs north and south through the entire greater Phoenix area. Everything runs, by the way. We're on a grid system, if you didn't know that. And so you have a power road way up north and way down south too, but it's all one road. So one part of Power Road is Queen Creek. That's going to be on the east side. And then the west side is Gilbert. And then as you go north, you have that kind of split as well, but one side is Gilbert and one side is Mesa. So it's like the what do you call it? The conjecture of all these cities that come together. So when I talk about Gilbert is the new Scottsdale, and anything and everything you can imagine, I don't care if you're buying a car or having special bleach done to your teeth, or maybe orthodontic work, or if you want to go to a library, or if you want to go to a park, if you want to go, everything, like I said, is within a 10-minute drive. Like, how much more luxurious or convenient could you have in your life? And when you have more time for your family, or even just to rest and refresh. So Power Road is going to be the key for this particular community. Not only are you not going all the way to where the traffic problems were on 24, you're not cutting through town to head east and then south. You're literally going to Gilbert and you're just heading south a few miles from the freeway. It is like the perfect location. You're going to be 10 minutes from downtown Gilbert, maybe 15. I'm going to say 15 minutes to downtown Gilbert, where you are going to love the walkability and the charm of the small town that is now a ginormous town. It's actually probably now one of the largest towns in the country because they continue to use the name town. Needless to say, there's all kinds of outdoor restaurant, really super trendy stuff. There's parades, there's farmers markets, there's even movies in the park at the water tower. I think it's called First Thursdays. It might be Third Thursdays. In downtown Gilbert. You're going to be 10 minutes from Santan Village. Santan Village has every single kind of store you could possibly imagine, and the list of restaurants that are popping up are insane. All the really cool, trendy, fancy restaurants that are up in Scottsdale are now opening in Gilbert. I'm telling you, Gilbert's the new Scottsdale. And if you are a Whole Foods fan, you're going to love the fact that they are opening a Whole Foods at Santan Village. They just broke ground and that's going to be going in. There's a huge mall, there's shopping, there's all kinds of stuff. There's Costco, there's Sam's Club, there's Top Golf. Oh, I didn't even transition over to the restaurants. Wait, I didn't finish the restaurants. I didn't transition to the entertainment. Some of my favorite things about this area too are the outdoor restaurants. I know we have 10 months of beautiful outdoor weather. 2 months out of the year, no one sits outside, but maybe like the bookends, like late summer, early fall, let's just call it early fall, and late spring. That's when you can sit outside and there's beautiful misters, and that's when us girls don't get cold. That's my favorite time, actually, to sit outside. And we are talking, Agritopia has these super cool out, bar none, and I don't remember the name of the other one, but there's these super cool hangout restaurants Farm to table, love that. There's also Creekside Taco that's right down the road from this particular community that I absolutely love. Super kid friendly, but it's where, it's where the cool parents go, and the kids get to play in the sand. Probably Gilbert, or I would just say Arizona's largest sandbox. And you can have yourself a margarita or a Corona, whatever your flavor might be. And they do have some pretty damn good tacos too. And occasionally you'll see a horse pull up in this area. There's a lot of horse property out this way too. The Olive Mill, oh my gosh, you want to have some amazing outdoor fun with the kids and also be a cool place for the parents. It is a great area. And another one of my favorite restaurants right over this way, it is Santan Flats. Santan Flats is the ultimate cowboy horse motorcycle truck hangout. You got to go there. The hamburgers are amazing. They're like, the stacks are this big. They have live music on the weekends. They have fire in the barrel, and people are actually dancing outside by the stars. I love the diversity of Queen Creek, and this particular part of Queen Creek is my favorite. You're going to find all kinds of farmhouses out here. You're going to find farms. You want fresh eggs? You're going to have fresh eggs. You're going to have fresh honey. You're going to have farm to table, locally grown. If you're looking for, beefsteak tomatoes, can you tell how much I love this area? I'm telling you, if that's the lifestyle you're looking for, this is the area. If you love outdoor activity, and I'm telling you, this girl right here absolutely loves, whether I'm in the mountains, so we're going to be super close to Santan Mountains. I buy an annual pass. It's Maricopa County Parks. I don't know, it was like 40, $50 a year, or you could just go, I think it's a $5 a day, but the views up here are insane. My dog likes it up here too. And it's just, these trails on this mountain they're not busy, which I love hiking, but I don't go to the busy places. I don't go to the tourist traps. I like the local. And so this is a great area, all different levels, and the views are insane. If you are thinking of rodeo, I didn't even talk about the children entertainment in this area. Oh my gosh, where do I even start? Pecan Lakes Entertainment. We're talking 10 minutes. I think it's 12 minutes actually. It was 12 minutes actually from this particular location. And I'll tell you, there's so much activity. Even if you don't go for all the different like extracurricular, like the go-karts and the I don't even know what you call all that, all those toys and the jungle gym things and everything. It's a super cool hangout. They have some amazing barbecue food. They also have miniature golf over here, and they have a beautiful garden. I think the garden costs like only $10 to get in, and there's a huge arcade. And again, it's just a great place for kids to run around. And also, they have some outdoor TVs. Again, this is where all the cool parents live. I'm telling you, if you are thinking of like you want to be in an area with people that have young, whether it's young kids or young teenagers, this is like the epitome of where you want them to grow up. There is so much going on. The extracurricular activities, again, you're just a hop and a skip. Remember I said you're in the general vicinity. Arizona Athletic Grounds is only 10 minutes from here. So if you have your kids in any kind of club sports, from soccer to basketball to baseball to volleyball to, like, how many are there? There is so many did I say baseball? There's so much going on for the kids, for the parents, for the cool parents. You got to be cool. The cool parents in the Queen Creek area, it's just unbelievable. Now, from a parental perspective, let's talk about that. We have Costco nearby in Queen Creek. We have, Trader Joe's nearby. We have Whole Foods coming in. We have Sprouts in several different directions. We also have jobs galore. Here's the thing. This is another area, another reason why I love this area. I talk about this several times here. I always plan the exit at the beginning, right? So when you want to buy in an area, and especially if you're looking at new construction, you want to look at where the area is and what's growing. Am I making sense? If you go out to Santan Valley is becoming it is, I shouldn't even say becoming, it is a massive housing community. There is bare essential shopping, but Queen Creek truly has it all. And now I remember what I forgot. Frontier Family Park. Holy moly. The Aquatic Center is over the top and only available for Queen Creek residents. That's actually a huge Everybody's talking about it on Facebook now, because people that don't live in Queen Creek wanted to use that, and you have to be a resident. I know, probably not the best move, but understand it, because this is such an amazing park, and that pool would have been inundated with kids. Now, how do you do a maximum occupancy? I mean, they must have a maximum occupancy. So there's the negative. If you don't live in Queen Creek, you don't get to use the Frontier Family Park pool. Not that anybody would buy just for that, but that's the benefit of calling Queen Creek home. Here's the thing. Queen Creek is a very progressive city. It's a town, dang it. It is a progressive town. And what is coming in, and it's only just begun, if you ask me, 20 years ago, there was nothing out here. Then the Walmart popped in. Now there is everything you could need and more within driving too. Like there's even a Nordstrom rack here. There's everything, Target and Walmart and breweries. Oh my gosh, Old Ellsworth Brewing is out this way too. I forgot to give them a little boom, boom. Amazing beer if you haven't been there, and if you come to town you have to go check it out. They have rodeos, we talked about that. They have a peach festival, Schnepp's Farms. Oh my gosh, I could just go on and about everything. The Queen Creek, the downtown is just beginning. They just closed on the last little parcel that they needed to obtain to finish building out. There is going to be an amazing, another brewery. There's going to be a steakhouse. There's going to be a speakeasy going in. There's going to be a taco shack. There's going to be a wine bar. There's going to be an open air walkable area. And although we don't do rentals, they are building more apartments. But you know what? Queen Creek's not inundated with apartments like Gilbert is. So if you're looking for, again, kind of a little bit more country feel, definitely, you're going to be hearing country music everywhere you go. If you're looking for that little extra space, if you are really looking for gorgeous luxury on half-acre and 1-acre lots, this is the city that you're going to want to look in. These farmhouses are absolutely over the top. And I'll tell you, although the price tags might be somewhere between, $2 and $3 million in these communities, in the communities, although these homes are in the two and $2.5 million price point, look at what you get. You get a 1/4 acre, maybe even a 1/2 acre lot. These are pools. It just kind of shows you again how cool all the parents are in the Queen Creek area. But if you were to buy these homes, even in Gilbert, they would be twice the price. Twice the price. Gilbert has a new community that's going in there. Just the lot is $1 million. That doesn't include the house. And you do have to use that builder. So by the time you're done, it's going to be about a $3.5 million build out. This is what I'm saying. You get a bigger bang for your buck. If you're looking for luxury, you definitely want to check out Queen Creek. If you are looking for a national builder, David Weekley is one that you're going to want to think about. But I have to say, Pulte did a good job on Legato West. All right, guys, here's the thing. Just reach out. Go to my website. It's so easy to use. You can sign up for my relocation guide. You can go to the maps to search around all the different videos that I have over the entire greater Phoenix area. You will not find a more well-rounded library of videos. Also, the wealth of knowledge that I have throughout the greater Phoenix area is beyond what you will find with any other YouTuber. We are a relocation team specializing from out of state, move into the greater Phoenix area. We can help make that transition so much easier and save you a ton of time and money. We can't wait to hear from you. Give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. Days, nights, or weeks, we got you. Weeks, weekends, we got your back when moving to Phoenix, Arizona. All right, guys. Can't wait to hear from you. See y'all soon. Bye.